Ladies and gentlemen, the Phantom Rider, but masked, is finally here in Sonic Speed Simulator. In this video, I'm going to show you all the fastest way to unlock the Phantom Rider. Now, before I start showing you, let me first tell you that event perk works for this event. Now, I know that all of us don't have cheese, for instance, that gives plus 10 event. Or the chocolate chow. But great alternatives would be the red hero chow. Being fused, it gives plus 6 event perk. You have to max it out too. Or go with either the silver style chow or the gold style chow, fused and maxed, because they give plus 8. The only difference between them, well, big major difference, is the second perk that they give. Remember to also equip a character that gives event perk. Now that you know that event perk works, I'm gonna hop onto my alt and show you the best way to unlock the Phantom Rider fast. Here we go. And we're here. First up, collect 1,000 metal scraps. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the fastest. Whoa, hold up. What is going on with my chows? That's strange. Okay, anyways. Follow where I go. So you're at spawn, right? Well, we better set this up. Okay, so you're at spawn. You go this way. Another important key factor to know as well is that magnet is very useful for this. You can actually pick up these metal scraps way much more easier. So either find a way to get a metal, a magnet boost, or just equip trails or chow or a character that gives magnet. Alright, so when you're at this intersection, I'm not gonna reset, okay? I was just reset. And once you're back, hold up. Wait, where? Oh, it's right here, sorry. Then you redo the whole entire path again. The metal scraps would be fully loaded up by then. And you just keep doing the same route over and over again until you reach 1,000. As you can see, I've made significant progress, not only because of the event perk, but because of the magnet too, which helps out a lot. So I don't have to run fully straight into them like that. And there we go. Looks like you got your hands on the extreme gear from Meteor Tech. Equip that hoverboard and let's see what you can really do. So, now, again, we're gonna equip the hoverboard, the extreme board. I gotta say, the Sonic Speed Simulator developer team did a really great job on the extreme gear. Alright, so now for the next part. Collect 2,000 metal scraps on the extreme gear hoverboard. So, you have to be on this thing. Otherwise, nothing will count. Now you can do the exact same path from before when you were doing the first quest. It is going to be a lot more harder though, because we're being on a hoverboard. The sensitivity. Now, once you've completed the second mission, quest, task, then you'll be given the third. Boost 100 times on the Extreme Gear hoverboard. And yes, I am back on my main account. Now, to do this task, you can do what I'm pretty sure everybody already knows, but for those of you that don't, just go up to a wall like this, keep spam jumping and boosting. You keep doing this repeatedly until you reach 100. Now, if there is a better way that's faster than doing this that I am unaware of, if there is by chance, because I don't know, please let me know in the comments down below. On to the next task. Perform 200 tricks using the Extreme Gear hoverboard. Okay, so this one is also very easy. You can go to Hilltop Zone for this and just fall into the abyss, into the void, if you will, where you'll bounce off of the clouds infinitely as long as you stay in the cloud zone. And you just keep spamming, well, the jump button, space bar, or A on if you're on a console with your controller. And let's face it, we all don't have Hilltop Zone because, let's say, you're actually new at this game, you've not unlocked any of the worlds, and you're at Green Hill for right now. Well, you can just jump on a spring, like this one for instance, right next to Tails' workshop. Just grab your hoverboard, go on it, and just spam. Or if you're like me, you can just use a turbo controller, just leave it turboized right there on the setting where it just automatically repeats the same button action like a macro for a PC. You can just do that. Now for the the last and final task. Wow, okay. Defeat Jet 10 times using the Extreme Gear hoverboard. Alright, so to do that, you don't do Metal City race. You don't do those. Those take way too long to load up, and the race itself also is time consuming. Better yet, this is what you want to do. You go to drag race, right? And you go straight to, drag race. And you do the no place drag race. Why? Well, because that is the shortest length straightaway track, as far as I know. That includes the hoverboard. And what makes this so great is that Jet is in there, so you're racing Jet in there, it still counts for over here. So, and my lowest amount of time on completing the no place drag race is 27 seconds. That's 27 seconds right there, and plus sometimes you gotta wait the additional 20 at the beginning, but still, that's like almost a minute per race. Just do that 10 times. Way faster than doing the Metal City race. And after you're finished, you'll get the Phantom Rider. We now have the Phantom Rider. I'm assuming that if you completed all my steps, you would have completed this whole entire event in under an hour. Because, under an hour if you don't really have that much event perk. But like me, I have, plus 4.5, something like that. It's still 5 because of the +1 by default. So I completed this under 40 minutes. But yeah, look at how cool this guy looks. Yeah, they did a very good job on his design overall. The model, spot on. But although the animation right here is exactly the same as Silver's, only on that part, pretty much. Watch. See? It's pretty much the same. I love his jog. His jog goes very well with his personality in the IDW comics. Although I don't think I've ever seen him actually run in the IDW comics. So when you unlock him and you see him running like this, like, I love his run. It's perfect. It couldn't be any more perfect than this. It's a new running style. It screams that he's frolicking or something. No, wait, no. His jog is like frolicking. This run is, it's just smooth. I love the way the hands are fanned out. Very smooth. As well as his tricks. Okay, so let's see. His iconic pose on the Extreme Gear board. Fantastic. Absolutely perfect. Although, guys, I'm going to show you something that I bet no other person has ever shown you before for the Phantom Rider. Here is something unusual that you could do with his animation. You equip his Extreme Gear hoverboard, alright? So he's in his iconic pose animation. Then you just, let's say you randomly pick some other random hoverboard. Look at that. It just looks weird. Like it's, would you just look at that? And the same thing, vice versa. If you were to hop off of it and you, let's say, equip some random hoverboard, this is his animation. But here's the thing: in order for this to work with the other animation being stuck on a different hoverboard, and for right now, this one that I'm going to show you, you have to stay on the hoverboard. You can't hop off of it. Then you have to go and bam, there. You just added your own custom animation to whichever hoverboard you want when you're being the Phantom Rider. It's pretty cool. But as soon as you hop off of it and then you go on it, and yeah, reverts back to its default. But it's pretty nifty in my opinion. Now, of course, they're gonna give him something extra to make him more extraordinary and unique of a character, and that is double jump. The double jump feature is really nice. I really like it. And the fact that he is a XP giving character. And he gives magnet +5 every time you level him up, so that's a lot of magnet. Now, he doesn't give event perk like his former counterpart, the Phantom Rider Unmasked, but yeah, this is still a pretty great skin to have. In my personal opinion, the Phantom Rider being masked is way cooler than unmasked. Now, I've heard in the past that this game is somewhat canon, like some of the events that happen in this game is canon, but I don't know if that's really true. Please help me out here and tell me if that's true or not down in the comments below. But here's the thing, if some things are canon, then this specific event must have had taken place before the Phantom Rider was revealed, his identity. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's in the IDW comics. Go and read it for yourself. But he soon gets revealed, and that's the thing. Right here, it kind of spoils it. The whole layout that this event was spoils the Phantom Rider in general, because in the past we were first given the Phantom Rider unmasked, which spoiled it for lots of people. Like, wow, the Phantom Rider is Sonic? I never knew that. Or some people just in general have never seen the Phantom Rider, they've not read the comics, and they're like, wow, it's Sonic. Why is he called the Phantom Rider? So I think that was pretty terrible to start with, giving us the unmasked version of the Phantom Rider and then later on giving us the masked version. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys found all this information helpful, useful. Yes, the Phantom Rider is very awesome. I really like this character. Automatically a favorite. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Ciao.